Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show on 90.1 KBPK. I am Ryan Osborne and I am here in an empty Colleen Riley court. Well, this week, Fullerton College, that was very different. Big attendance for one of the biggest matches in the entire OEC season, a big-time matchup for this Fullerton College women's volleyball program that not only had the opportunity to have an upset against the #1 team in the entire conference in Cyprus, but also had a chance to make a statement. However, that's not necessarily the emphasis for us this week. You're looking at the background and saying, hey, why is Colleen Riley court so empty? And why are you guys even there right now? Well, it's because of the distance I currently have from my camera. And if that doesn't make sense, it's because in a couple moments you're going to see a segment where here on 90.1 KBPK, you're going to see a different aspect than what you're used to. That's right, I'm backing away, just like what the coaches might do during a practice, where they'll look at their players and say, hey, you've got to go and be in this position, you got to go and be in this spot. We're introducing that to the Coaches Show, an innovative factor into the community college level. We're going to talk with Perry Webster, some of his players as well, and also have a little bit of an opportunity on this new segment called Sights and Sounds, where you're going to get ambient noise. You're going to get coaches and you're going to get players in their natural state at practice and having the opportunity to see them in live action out at practice gives it a different feel than what you're used to. It's a new segment once again called Sights and Sounds. So as we continue further with the Coaches Show, let's actually go out to the other court here at Fullerton College as we get set to talk with Perry Webster's program. We are here with RJ Banks, a sophomore for Fullerton College. And RJ, you know, you're coming over from Bakersfield now here in the Orange Empire Conference. You've played against the OEC already or seen the OEC already. What's the biggest difference in competition level?
Probably the biggest difference for me so far has just been the change in speed in the game. Obviously coming from Bakersfield, I was still in high school, so it's not as serious or competitive. But when you come into the OEC, every single team, every single player has something to play for. So you can tell it's more effort, more energy, and that translates into the speed of the game.
What is the thing that attracted you to Fullerton?
I just really like the community that they have at the school. I like the coach a lot, Coach Perry. I liked all my teammates, even Ronnie Stapp. I knew him before I came here, so I talked to him about it, and you know, he had all good things to say. So it just seemed like a no-brainer to me.
I mean, when you mentioned knowing Ronnie prior to, does it help having that familiarity once you go into a new program like this?
Absolutely, and one of the biggest things on the court is how well you guys can blend together and, you know, camaraderie. And since we already knew each other, me and Ronnie, that made it a lot easier for us to perform on the court.
All right, one thing about Perry Webster that we always talk about on the broadcast is if you can't play defense, you cannot play for Perry Webster.
Absolutely.
How has that defensive transition been for you so far?
It's been a transition for sure, but it just makes it a lot easier when you have, you know, 15 other guys that are in the gym working with you toward the same defensive goal. So it's been a transition, but it hasn't been too hard because I have my guys there to push me and, you know, so vice versa.
When you mention pushing you, is there something that helps you out mentally knowing that you have some guys who have already played in this conference pushing you to be better?
Yes, for sure, because I know that there's a few guys on this team that have already played in the conference, and if they're pushing me to be better, that means that they already know what level I need to be at in order to be successful. So if you already have experience, of course, if you're pushing me, I'm willing to listen to you because you've already seen and played with the competition in this conference.
All right, being a team captain is one responsibility that not a lot of people get.
For sure.
You get that honor bestowed on you. What does that feel like?
It really is an honor. When they told me I was team captain, it was just, I had a really joyful moment because that really means something to me, to be voted team captain. We have a lot of candidates that could have been very good team captains. So for me to win that award, you know, it just felt like a real accomplishment to me.
Does it also kind of warm you knowing that, hey, you're going into a new program, all these new teammates, and they've already said, you know what, this is a guy who is a leader for us?
Absolutely. That makes me feel welcome, and it just makes me feel respected. It makes me feel like my guys respect me, and I respect them, and I feel like that's the best relationship to have when we're trying to reach the goal that we're trying to get to.
On the floor, how would you describe your game?
I think that I'm just a floor general, maybe like a floor general. I think that I can control the pace, control like keep us level-headed when things get too high or when things get too low. I think I could do a good job of bringing us back. Come on, guys, let's play our game. So.
You mentioned controlling the pace. One thing you see at the college level, especially recently, is everyone wants to run. As fast as you can run, well, let's go and do that. Let's try and get that quick bucket. How important is it to make sure that you look at your guys and say, hey, more important than a bucket right now, we need to make sure we have a quality possession?
Absolutely. That's very important, and Coach Perry helps me out with that a lot. Every single day he's helping me become a better point guard and a better, helping me control the game better. So that helps a lot. And everybody wants to run nowadays, but Coach Perry helps me do a good job of determining when we should run, when we should slow it down, and what to do in certain situations.
In the game today, you notice a lot more focus on the three-point shot. A lot of guys who decide, you know what, when I grew up, the blacktop, jacking it up from just inside the half-court line, fits me perfect at the college level. How do you defend something like that, knowing that you have those types of shooters who are entering the basketball game today?
Well, every day is just a new adjustment with whoever we're playing against. If there's a guy capable of making those shots, then we're just gonna have to make the right defensive adjustments, the week before the game, the day before the game, and just try to do our best with them. I don't think that necessarily one player can beat you, so even if there is a guy shooting 40 feet or whatever, we have a chance to win every game, and that's what we're worried about, just winning the game.
When you look at preparation, how different has that been here versus what you've seen previously?
Well, I had to take a big step when I got to college as far as my mental preparation before games, because like I said earlier, it's just a different animal, for lack of a better term. Like, it's just a different game. So my preparation has changed a lot, and my teammates have done a great job of, preparing me, helping me to feel confident when I'm going into games and things like that. So it's just different.
You want to talk about confidence. One thing that Perry Webster always mentions with his student athletes is emphasizing the student portion of it. Getting into college, now you got to see that college workload that includes athletics and academics. How has this coaching staff been helping you to make sure you stay on those academics?
Well, they make sure you stay on them, which is the biggest part of the battle. They make sure you stay on them. Obviously, we have study halls, and he's constantly texting us, calling us, making sure our assignments are good. We have counselors that check our grades weekly. So the academic part is emphasized a lot in this program. So I don't think that we would have any problem with that.
Well, thank you very much. Hey, best of luck this season.
I appreciate it.
We are with team captain RJ Banks.
Thank you.
So we are here with David Odinigwe, and David, when you look at this upcoming season, you see that first game approaching already very quickly. How's the preparation been in this week leading up to it?
We just got great energy. Me and the guys, we're just trying to get ready. Defensive, offensive, we're just working on all our games. So we're just looking forward to a good season.
When you talk about defensive basketball, that's one thing that Coach Perry Webster always emphasizes, is that defense. What is the biggest difference between his defense and what you played in before?
We're tougher. We're tougher. No matter what, we gotta stay focused. We're in our pack line. We're just more disciplined, really here, and we overemphasize that it's defense over offense.
You mentioned that defense over offense. Do you characterize Coach Perry's defense as the type of defense that you use to turn into offense, or is it just get the defensive stop and we'll worry about the offense in a minute?
It's more, we get the defensive stop and worry about the offense, but all our defense leads into our offense. So working on transition, especially today, and just defense, it'll convert into offense, but we worry more about defense.
In order to have a good transition game, that conditioning has to be there. What has the coaching staff been working on you for that?
Oh man, we're there, we're getting there, but we run a lot, getting our wind up, so we're gonna be there when the season comes, we're gonna be there.
Is there something specific that the coaching staff has been working on with you in the preseason?
Mostly our boxing out and defense really, but if you mean like me as a player, or okay, yeah, we're working on our finishing with our assistant coaches. They're trying to get us really good finishing at the rim, sealing at the rim, so we're going to be a huge threat down there.
Traditionally in the Orange Empire Conference, the competition level has been basically the best in the state. When you know that you have that conference play that is going to be big, battling and bruising coming up, how do you mentally prepare for that?
We just look at it for what it is. We're every team Super Bowl. So we got to come in with that intensity and that energy right off the rip.
Is that something that you saw in this Fullerton College program when you were looking at a place to go?
Yes, 100%. So I was just looking for the best, working hard, and this is where it's at.
Is there something that attracted you to Fullerton College besides that competition level?
Perry as a person, he's just honest, brutally honest at times, but sometimes you need that. So just the work ethic and just his passion for it, he really loves his guys too. So that's one place where it makes me feel at home.
It's interesting that you mentioned that brutally honest aspect, because a lot of guys, sometimes what you'll hear is, I just wanted someone who would tell me what I want to hear. But instead, Coach Perry's different than that with you guys.
Yes, 100%. Sometimes that's what you need, and he provides that. That's what makes you better.
If you're looking at this first overall game, what is one thing that you guys are finding in preparation for this first one?
We just want to go out, have a good game, really just come out with a lot of energy. We're more worried about ourselves and our opponents right now, so we just want to come out with great energy, tons of focus, and carry that throughout the entire season.
When you look at being named a team captain, that's something that not a lot of people get to have the honor to have. When you see the team captain being bestowed on you, what does that feel for you?
It lets me know that my guys trust me. It lets me know that they see me as a leader. I'm extremely vocal, and I just know that it's a big responsibility, but I know I can bear that. So it feels good that they see it as well, but ultimately, like I knew I was going to be a team captain.
A lot of times you'll hear, what type of game do you have? Let's switch it over. What type of leader are you?
Vocal. I like to lead by example, try to get the guys fired up, and I'm going to pull you to the side and just let you know what we need to work on, We're all a unit, so just keeping us together, I think that's one thing I really try to focus on, bring more people together.
Is there someone in your life that kind of gave you that game plan almost that you fit into that leadership type of role?
Probably my dad. My dad is a pastor, and he has to be a leader over his ministry. So I think that might have been where I got it from. And you accommodate to certain people, and you got to know your people and treat them all slightly a little bit differently. Work with them. So that's one thing that leadership isn't a one-size-fits-all. So I think that's what I try to work on.
You mentioned your dad. A lot of people have those basketball heroes or even personal heroes that they have getting into college. So there's someone that you can end up looking at, or multiple people that you look at and you say, those are the people that really helped me get here.
Oh, my family, God, and I really focus on just my mentality, really. So people like David Goggins, Kobe, and just some figures around me, a lot of people from our church. So I just look towards those for inspiration, especially God.
Did you see that family aspect kind of go from where you were with your dad and also with that ministry, like you mentioned, going over to Fullerton College, having similarities?
In a sense, yeah. In a sense where we're all coming from completely different areas, completely different points in life, and we're all just trying to make it work here. We're all just putting in the work. That's what I see.
Different teammates have different types of humor, different personalities. How do you meld with that in preseason?
We worked through our kinks. We're still working through our kinks, but ultimately we are fusing into one hive here at Fullerton College. So we're all just a big family, and we're gonna keep getting there. But one thing about us is that you can even see it on the film. We're all just so together, watching the bench, everybody's reaction, everybody's energy is just great.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
We
look forward to that first game.
All right, yeah, be ready.
So once again, you just heard from Coach Perry Webster's 2 team captains for this upcoming season. Well, we're going to start our transition over to the new segment here on the Coach's Show and 90.1 KBPK. We call it Sights and Sounds.
Talk really quick about transition. I want to talk a few things. G, you got the ball out there, okay? Jeremiah, run the right lane. Sammy, run the left lane. You're fine. Good. Give me 2. Sean, come on. Come on, Ryan. G, go to the middle. Get rid of the ball. Okay, real quick. If we're on 3-on-2, we have to address the ball. Okay, we're addressing the ball. Defensively, you want to be in like an eye, right? You have to have somebody covering the rim. Okay, if whatever way the ball goes, he's got to go, and then you got to get ready to make a second effort. But the most important thing is we've got to try to take the rim away. Okay? Too many layups yesterday. Too many layups. Okay, Gavin, stay on. Daniel, step on defense. Step off, Tristan. You're right there, Gavin. Now 4. Sammy, go to the... You want to be, if you're 3 back, you want to be more of like a triangle look, so you could step higher, right? So now we're in these gaps, and we're here. Okay? Again, now if Gavin were to have rim ran, come on, Gavin, and he was going to the rim, somebody has to cover him on the rim. But you don't have to be like, Kobe, pay attention. You don't have to be like this, covering him at the rim in transition. Okay, if he's diving to the rim, you got to be able to kind of stay here and play both. You too, right? We can't just get buried underneath the guy either. So you kind of got to get around and play both. Okay, now out of fifth, Javon, come on offense. Kobe, come on defense. Now you can step out. Good. Now you can be more of a diamond shape where you have 2 there. Now you can really step to the bottom guy. Now if you have 4 back, he could really step to this. Kobe's out. Okay, if we were to throw the ball to Javon and Kobe's got to go, next pass, Daniel's got to go, right? And we're scrambling out of it. What's happening is we're getting back, we're seeing 1 pass, and then we're not making the next couple efforts on rotations. You know you got guys in a game coming back, right? But we got to get there and we got to stop the initial action. All right, let's go 4 lines, get warm. Here we go. Hey, we're gonna do 2 sides. Make sure you have balls ready down there. 3, 4 balls. Sammy, I'm gonna need you. Be ready here. Devin, good. Kai, you'll need a passer, Kai. I'm gonna have you use Jeremiah down there since Ian's not here yet. All right, in white go Sean, RJ, Kobe, Tristan, Chaz, RJ, Colin. In blue, Blackman, Corey, Javon, Stapp, David, Dan, G.
Coach Perry Webster, now in his 6th season at the helm of the Fullerton College Hornets. Last year, well, we should say in 2019, 22-6 overall, a 786 win percentage. In conference, they went 11-5 with a 688 win percentage. Whenever we see Coach Perry Webster's team to start off the season, it seems like each and every year they have this really, really blazing hot start. In 2019-2020, they started things off by winning the entire month of November. They ended up having an exhibition game against the JV team over at Vanguard University, won that game 91-55. San Diego Mesa, Grossmont, El Camino, College of the Desert, Santa Monica, Mount San Jacinto, Cerritos, all wins for Fullerton College out of conference. In fact, even if you want to transfer it into the month of December, they were able to go undefeated in the month of December with a 5-0 record. That included their first 2 games in conference play. Now, the Orange Empire Conference, as most people know, is the toughest conference in the entire state of California. So much talent, all boosted together, all beating up on each other inside the conference itself. So, to get those first 2 wins in conference were huge, and we've seen that consistently from his program. As soon as they go into conference play, they match up really well against the Santa Anas, the Irvines, the Saddlebacks, the Riversides as well. It's those really big, competitive, tough matchups for them. Now, when you're looking at Fullerton College, they're trying to get themselves back into the postseason as they have had that opportunity each year under Coach Webster.
Kai, go to the right wing with balls. Right wing with balls. Let's go. Right here. Right wing with balls. All right, White, you're down here. Blue, you're down there. Hustle up. Let's go. Okay, bigs up top, guards down there in the corners. Javon, I got you on blue. Hurry up. Bigs there, guards in the corners. Go blue for the drill. Okay, go two lines. Okay, we're throwing to the big, we're down screening. Okay, you're coming off full head of steam like we're in weak. Getting it, turn the corner, going to score. Sammy, you're back here. Sammy's going to throw back to the guard. Who screens? Who fills behind? He's hitting him. David's going right to his seal, hitting Dave for a steal in the basket. Got it? You're down screening. David catches your down screen and you'll fill behind Stap. Get in there off 2, finish strong. Get in there off 2, finish strong. Here we go. Go hard. Good ball. I need that clock started, Gavin. I need that clock started. Let's go. Finish. Finish. Here we go. Wait for him to catch before we screen. Details. Details. Let's get good. Here we go. Don't go through the motions. Get better. Good. Finish. Ball. Let's go. Okay, all right, hold up. Big, after the handoff, you're going to twist it back. Guard's coming off, hit him on a little pocket pass. Big's finishing. Sammy and me will hit the guy in the corner for a 3. Here we go. Twist. Good, finish, good. Here we go. Okay, Gavin will hit the guy behind who's down screening. You guys are turning the corner to go score, going to your left. Here we go. Go hard. Wait for the screen. Good handoffs. Come off it hard. Come off it hard and tight, Dan. Hard and tight. Good. Get to 2 feet, Ronnie. Get to 2 feet. Here we go. Way to go hard, Stap. Come off it hard, G. Come off it hard. Don't wait for it. Let's go. Go hard. G, go down there. Go down there. Try to bounce it out. Just bounce it out. Same thing. Go hard. Go hard. Good, Javon. Good, Javon. All right, now we got a twist. Hit the pocket pass. Sammy, Gavin, you'll hit the corner guy for 3. Here we go. Go hard. Let's go. Right in with that left hand, Collins. Real quick. Good. Boom. Good. Tight, tight, within the defense. Tight. Let's go. This has got to be fast. This has got to be fast. Our timing, good. Timing's got to be right. Good. 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 Get your space, RJ. Get your space. One more big dribble out. Good. Good. Good job. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Stab, go to the big line. Here we go. Go hard, go hard. Nah, just roll, roll. Oh yeah, you can pop, you can pop. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Twist. Good. All right, let's go. Baseline. Hustle up. Give me 10 minutes, Sammy. 10 minutes. Huh? Let's go. Run hard. Here we go. Execute. Good. Push, push, push. Strong, strong. Good. Push, push, push. Reverse, reverse. Go hard, go hard. Set a good one. Quick, Chaz. Quick, Chaz. Good. Communicate. Good. Good job. Next group. Here we go. Fast. Come on, Snap. Push. Reverse. Reverse. Good. Good, Ronnie. Knock it down. Good job, Stap. Good. Push, 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 push. Let's go. Drag, drag, drag. Pop it, Stap. Pop it, Stap. Good. Push! Clear, twins! Clear, twins! Good, good, good. Move, good. Score it. Push! Let's go double, double. Good. He's just popping there, he's just popping there. Come on, move it, move, move, move. Good. Come on. Don't just stand, Chaz, move. Get a get, get a get. Reverse two, reverse two. Go, 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 go. Good. Right to it, right to it. Good, good, good.
Earlier we mentioned that 2019 team for Coach Perry Webster, 28 games, 71 points per game, in addition to 39 rebounds. It was a fantastic team in the state of California overall. When you flip it over to this year, Fullerton College has a chance to get themselves off on the right foot. LA Trade Tech is their opener. That will be on November the 1st at 6 p.m. and San Bernardino Valley right after them as they travel up to Santa Monica. So, this has been Sights and Sounds as we highlighted Coach Perry Webster's program at Fullerton College, our brand new segment and part of the Coaches Show going forward on 90.1 KBPK. So once again, that was Sights and Sounds, the brand new segment of the Coaches Show here on 90.1 KBPK. Ryan Osborne joining you once again as we get set to take a look at the Fullerton College women's volleyball team here on campus as they had a big-time matchup this week against Cypress. The Cypress Chargers were number 5 in the state of California entering Wednesday and number 1 in the Orange Empire Conference as well. They were undefeated in OEC play. To start off that match, Fullerton needed to get themselves a really nice start in set number 1. They would see it to be crucial to get off on the right foot. They took an early lead and would take that lead and bring it all the way to 25-20, a final in set number 1. Fullerton, in that first set, their outside hitters were working. Those sets were working, and Fullerton College used that chemistry to propel them to a set 1 victory. Now, they would also find themselves a little bit behind early on in set number 2. McKenna Mokri was really working with her right hand to make sure that Fullerton College had an early lead to start things off. In fact, for Mokri throughout the entirety of the match, she found herself with a grand total of 10 kills. 5 of them came in the first 2 sets alone. Cypress College had an opportunity to get themselves even in set number 2 after Mokri got Fullerton back on a little bit of a run, and Cypress in set 2 would actually draw it up at 1 apiece. So, for Fullerton and Cypress, after set number 2, they found themselves even at 1. That's when you went to a pivotal set number 3. If Fullerton College was going to find themselves getting back into it and making sure that Cypress doesn't go on a 3 straight run, they had to take that pivotal set number 3. In set 3, Fullerton at one point was down by 8 points. It was 20-12 at one point, and Fullerton College found themselves in a big-time hole. However, they went on a masterful run. They were able to get point after point after point from Faith Webb, from McKenna Mokri, and they found themselves bringing it closer. Eventually, they were tied at 25, and Fullerton College had the opportunity to take a lead in the set once again. They were up 26-25 and found themselves trading off in a rally that you see here against the Cypress Chargers. Fullerton and Cypress constantly back and forth in that third set, and they would find themselves with a win in set number 3 to take a 2-1 advantage. That was crucial for the Fullerton College Hornets because they would take that momentum and find themselves being really competitive in set number 4 as well, 25-21. It would go to a decisive 5th set between Fullerton and Cypress. Fullerton gets on the board early. They take an early lead. Cypress has to take a timeout at one point, and Coach Welliver tried to regroup her troops. However, Fullerton College with 3 straight points to get up to 14-9. All of a sudden, they found themselves serving with Faith Webb. Got them some early points in set number 5, and she would really help them here. An excellent serve for Fullerton College, and all of a sudden, the Fullerton College Hornets with a big-time upset of the number 5 team in the state of California. You look at some of the final stats between Fullerton and Cypress. The final scores in each set: 25-20 Fullerton, 25-13 Cypress, 27-25 Fullerton, 25-21 Cypress, 15-9 Fullerton, and Fullerton would win it 3-2. Kills per set: 11 for Fullerton in the first set, 8 in the second, 12 in the third, which was really big. We mentioned that third set was crucial for the Fullerton College Hornets. They attacked at a 2:05 clip. For Fullerton College and their individual stats, McKenna Mokri was one of the leaders on the team with 10 kills overall. Faith Webb had a huge night, 17 kills on 57 total attacks, an attack percentage of 175. She also added in 2 service aces, one of them that you just saw there as well. Digs, well, Hannah Tobin, to put it plainly, was fantastic for Fullerton College. 26 digs that she was able to add in. And you look at the rest of the team, Naya Vicoso, who also had 22 assists, Isa Domingo with 20 assists to her credit as well, 45 for the Fullerton College Hornets, and they are able to get a 5-set win over the number 1 team in the Orange Empire Conference and the number 5 team in the state of California. So once again, we want to thank Perry Webster and his athletes, in addition to the Fullerton College Hornet women's volleyball team here on campus. Don't forget to stay tuned to kbpk.org as you can take a look at some of our live music that we have playing on the best music, the best variety, 90.1 KBPK, or go to our YouTube page. Well, you're actually on it right now as you take a look at some of the live broadcasts, live events, and also coaches shows that we have coming up in these next couple of weeks. So, once again, for Perry Webster, Coach Tomachic's team as well, I'm Ryan Osborne, thanking you for joining us here on 90.1 KBPK.